Let's talk about why families choose silence, because it's rarely simple. It can be shame, embarrassment, fear of judgment, fear of stigma, fear that the survivor will be defined by what happened, fear that it will affect employment, relationships, or future opportunities. And sometimes it's genuine protection, sometimes it's denial, sometimes it could be even all of the above. But what we don't talk about enough is when families prioritize the silence, the perpetrator benefits. They avoid scrutiny, they avoid the consequence, and they keep their reputation. They keep their freedom. And sometimes, worst of all, they get access again. Silence doesn't just protect comfort, it can create opportunity. And meanwhile, the survivor carries what was done to them. I was abused by a trusted family friend for years. I was 6. He grew me not to tell, so I didn't. He said he wanted to experience what it's like to have a daughter. I disassociated. I split off. I buried it so deeply that I didn't consciously remember it for decades. I carried shame that was never mine to carry. And that shame, it changes you. It changes how you see people. It changes your ability to trust. It changes how safe your body feels. It can distort intimacy. It can make normal, loving relationships feel unfamiliar and threatening. It can stop you living fully because part of you is still scanning for danger. And I went on to experience further abuse. I was sexually trafficked across Europe, all of it rooted in early access to a child whose boundaries had already been breached. After I escaped the trafficking, I was advised to stay quiet, not because it wasn't real, but because it might ruin my chances of employment. It might make finding a partner more difficult. It might define me. So I carried it for 30 years. 30 years. Why? Because shame is powerful and because society often punishes survivors more than the perpetrators. And then I spoke and something shifted. My body started to feel safer. And when my body felt safer, I began to remember. More childhood experiences surfaced. And again, somebody close to me said, leave the past in the past. Keep quiet. Don't talk about it. And here it is again, silence protecting the wrong person. And when we ask survivors to stay quiet to protect futures or reputations or comfort, we transfer that burden. And we ask the injured to manage everybody else's emotions. We ask the harm to carry society's discomfort. Why should we carry this? Why should a child absorb guilt? Why should a teenager absorb stigma? And why should a grown woman still protect the image of somebody who harmed her? This has to stop. Loved ones need support too. I mean, they need help processing their shock, fear, embarrassment. I mean, carry anger too, and they experience grief and hurting alongside you. Because when families don't know how to regulate their own emotions, they reach for silence. And silence protects the wrong person. And shame is ugly. It corrodes healing, isolates survivors, it prevents safe conversations, and it keeps abuse cyclical. And I'm not speaking to destroy anybody. I'm speaking because systems only change when silence breaks. The shame does not belong to the survivor, it belongs to the person who chose to harm. And every time we choose quiet over accountability, the perpetrator wins again. That is not okay. And we can do better.